Hey, good morning. Here's a look at your pollen report for this Monday. We have a low count this morning for mulberry, a moderate count for true grasses. We also have a moderate count for pine, fir, and spruce, which gives us a total pollen level of high. We hope that you're breathing easier on this day. We'd like to thank Reactin for that pollen report. We can see that the trees now fully out there in foliage, and with that, things are really growing when it comes to things outdoors. A lot of green, I'll tell you. Let's take a look what we have high atop the city of Toronto as we take a look towards eyes east on a nice clear morning where we're going to see lots and lots of sunshine, mainly sunny skies as we take a look towards the afternoon. Current conditions, we have beautiful temperatures, 9 degrees in Aurora right now. On average, pretty much 12 as we can see Brampton, Pearson, Markham, even in Whitby. 14 this morning at the island. We have 13 this morning in Burlington. Good morning to you. There's a look at your satellite radar. Nothing to worry about. Really, we have nice calm conditions today, tomorrow. Next chance of seeing some shower activity. That happens on Wednesday. Today's high, 26. It's comfortable. Not a lot of humidity. Tomorrow, humidity builds, 31 with a humidex of 38. A little bit cooler down by the lake. And then on Wednesday, we'll see some shower activity, about a 40% chance. And with that, a little bit of sunshine through the afternoon. Once again for today, daytime highs 26 degrees, mainly sunny skies. Let's take a look now at your roads with you, Steph.
Thank you so much, Frankie. Yeah, we're taking a look at the roads this morning, and I will say that for the most part, they're okay, but they're not your friend for sure. We're looking at a problem over on the southbound 400, where we still have the 3 right lanes blocked, and it's all because of a collision. You can kind of see we have MTO on the scene, emergency crews on the scene here. The southbound 400 is jammed solid from Finch, so a very, very slow go right now on the southbound 400. It looks like a lot of people are deciding to bail off at Finch, which is a good idea, but do know if you do that, you'll want to head over to Weston because you can get onto the 401 at Weston. You can't get onto the 401 using Jane, so do keep that in mind. Outside of that, we are still looking at this issue on the westbound 401 west of Markham in the Express. 2 left lanes blocked because of a collision. MTO is currently on the scene. The westbound 401 is solid from about Morningside, both in the Express and Collector lanes, but you can see that the Express is just inching along. The Collectors is moving a lot better through this area. So all in all, it is not the best driving through Scarborough right now on the westbound 401. Eastbound 401, just looking at volume delays from the 427 to about Weston, alternately Express and Collectors. Bank securely from anywhere, anytime with CIBC, whether it's paying bills, depositing checks, or transferring money in Canada and around the world. With CIBC, you can do it all 24/7. That's a look at your roads, and I'll send things over to Mal with a look at your news.
Thank you so much, Steph. The man accused of killing George Floyd, Derek Chauvin, will be making his first court appearance today. The former Minneapolis police officer charged with second-degree murder and second-degree manslaughter after video surfaced of him kneeling on Floyd's neck for almost 9 minutes. Chauvin could face up to 40 years behind bars if convicted. Floyd's death has prompted weeks of protests across the U.S. and right around the world. U.S. prosecutors in New York have formally asked to interview Prince Andrew in their criminal investigation into Jeffrey Epstein's sexual abuse. And this request has been made through the British government under a mutual legal assistance treaty. It's similar to a subpoena. The move through the MLAT, it's rare, but investigators want to ensure that they are being thorough. They had to go on that route because last March, Prince Andrew's representatives declined an interview. Here at home now, the OPP searching for a suspect after a shooting and a fire last night in the village of Parham, which is just north of Kingston. And police are on the hunt for this man. This is 42-year-old Brian Daniel Mosher, who is considered dangerous. The suspect, described as 6 feet tall, about 255 pounds, gray hair, last seen wearing a black shirt and beige shorts. One person was wounded, is expected to survive. Afterwards, after this shooting, a fire was set in a home. It spread to a neighboring church. Significant damage here. As always, you're asked to contact police. You can do this through Crime Stoppers anonymously as well, but do not approach this suspect. Ontario's latest COVID-19 case count. It is over 400 once again, but health officials say it's due to an accidental reporting delay. The province admitting that over half of the 415 new cases announced Sunday are the result of a laboratory to public health reporting delay. So that brings the total number of cases in the province to over 30,600, while over 2,400 deaths have been recorded overall. Premier Ford will be making 2 stops today. First to a manufacturer in Oakville, helping to increase access to swab kits, and then to Birchmount Hospital in Scarborough. Now, we are also waiting on an update or an announcement coming in from the Attorney General happening a little bit later on this morning. So with that, we're going to be joining Attorney General Doug Downey at 8:20 this morning for details on this announcement here. Now to Quebec, a positive sign in the battle of COVID-19. Yesterday, for the first time since April the 1st, the number of deaths reported by the province was under 10, just 8 deaths reported. This is the first time that the number of deaths has been in the single digits since 3 deaths were reported at the beginning of April. The death toll in Quebec now just under 5,000 people. Authorities also announcing another 225 people have tested positive. It is back to work for 400,000 New Yorkers today as the city entering phase 1 of their reopening today. So retail stores, they're going to be allowed to open for curbside pickup and delivery, but customers will still not be allowed to go in. Construction sites will reopen, as well as some manufacturing and non-essential industries. New York has announced a 4-phase plan for reopening, but have not laid out any timelines beyond today. New York City has seen nearly 17,000 COVID-related deaths and 22,000 across New York State.